Good evening and welcome into Springville High School for week 2 of the high school football season on KSLSports.com. We are here to see Springville take on Green Canyon with Trevor Allen alongside Braden Peterson. Braden, we got a inter classification, 4A versus 5A. Green Canyon coming down from North Logan all the way down to Springville. What do we have here tonight?
Yeah, really exciting matchup, right? Green Canyon will start up with the big fellas from up north. Green Canyon's really focused on playing old school smash mouth football. They love to run the ball and they love playing defense, right? They sit in that old 3-3 stack defense, 3 high safeties, and they are very, very physical. And in return, they're going to get more smash mouth football because Springville is downhill all the time.
Now, speaking of that, you've actually got some keys to the game. I mean, you and I both talked to both coaches prior to the game. What do each of these teams need to do in order to get a win?
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the most important thing today is going to be the trenches. Springville's offensive line is absolutely dominant. You saw it last week against Alta. All of a sudden, a flip switched in their mind, and they moved bodies the rest of the night, and it was game over. For Green Valley, it's going to be being able to stop the run and force Springville to throw the ball. If they can pull Springville out of the run game, they're going to have a chance to stay in this one. But if Springville's able to dominate the clock, it's going to be a rough night.
Now, as you can see, both teams are meeting at the 50-yard line. The captains are to figure out who for the coin toss, who's going to get the ball and who will defer to the second half. Now, as you can see, Springville bringing out a little red tonight.
Well, I'm an Alta High alum, and we love red. I'm a Dixie State alum.
Okay.
We love red.
Yep.
And, I mean, I might be a Utah fan, forgive me, everybody at home, but I love red. So it's nice to see the red. But Green Canyon looks real slick out there in the all whites with the green numbers. And they got the best hat I've seen all year by the coaching staff as well.
Yeah, it'll be a really good matchup. So last year for Springville, they finished with a 6-6 record. They lost in the second round of the playoffs, and then last week picked up a 27-21 win over your Alta Hawks.
Yeah, that was a great win last week, right? Everybody kind of expected Alta to come in, have a good run with Springville. Springville came out and shocked them. And then you flip the script and you see what Alta did last night against Bingham. And that win gets more and more impressive now that we've seen what Alta's done. This Springville team is really, really physical. And as an offensive lineman and a fat kid at heart, being able to watch teams get really physical and go back to that old school smash mouth game, it's a lot of fun. I'm really excited to watch what they have today.
Something that was a little bit interesting, if you're following Green Canyon, coming into this game, they actually played Provo last week, came down from North Logan, went down to Provo, and then this week they're down to Springville. Next week, they're going to be playing on the road again against Pleasant Grove.
The road trips are brutal. But one of the things they're going to learn about this team really, really fast is the resiliency and their willingness to go through hard things and then come out. Right? Coach Tau Ili sounded really positive with his boys. He was really excited about the ways they've responded to some of the difficulties of travel like this. These guys are leaving at 1:30 in the afternoon, getting to the game spot at about 4:20 or so, and then just having a little bit of time to get their bodies ready. That's a really, really difficult move. And I'm excited to see how they respond to the difficultness. But look out for big Luke Baker, their left tackle. They will go as he goes, and they look for him for a lot of consistency on that offensive line as Green Valley is going to start with the ball, or Green Canyon.
Yeah, scoreboard says Green Valley, so do not blame my guy Braden here. He's just going off the scoreboard. It is Green Canyon, but so we'll have Springville kicking off, and they will kick to Green Canyon, going right to left as you watch it here on KSLSports.com. And Braden, we got another great week of high school football about to get underway.
We also have one of the best views in the state. I'm sure of it.
And here we go. It goes into the end zone, caught by. That looks like Eli Wheatley.
The kick goes into the end zone.
Or excuse me, Hayden Schramm.
The ball on the 20-yard line, first and 10.
All right, Trevor, so based upon what you know, what are you most excited about tonight?
I just want to see the battle between Green Canyon's defense and Springville's offense, because as we've seen in years past, especially under Coach Tau Ili, is that they're very stout on defense, and they really pride themselves on flying to the ball and getting stops on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of the matchups I'm excited to watch is McKay Caldwell up here on the defensive end spot for Springville, going against Luke Baker. I think that's going to be a fun matchup to keep an eye on today.
All right, and then another thing we'll talk about, I want to ask you, there's actually a quarterback competition going on with Green Canyon. They're coming out with number 15, Carter Perry, out at quarterback, but over the last couple of weeks that they've been, as ball goes out, but Perry's going to keep it. He'll lose yards on that play, but it's been between him, Carter Perry, the junior, and then number 10, Ethan Monk, who's a junior as well, battling for that quarterback spot.
Yeah, it was interesting talking to Coach Tao before the game, right? Mentioning kind of the differences between the guy. Ethan Monk is a very settling presence for this team. He's very, very consistent. And then Carter Perry, he's explosive. He can be really exciting. He can make big plays. And Carter Perry's going to get the run to start here as they want to see this offense kind of explode in game 2.
All right, so split backs while he's in the gun for Carter Perry. He'll take the snap, drop back, he'll roll out, and the ball is out. He's trying to reach for it, and Springville jumps on top of it. A strip sack fumble, and I believe that's number 9 for Springville who got on top of that, Braden.
Trayton Harris, who Coach Valetti told us pregame that was going to get some looks today, comes screaming off the edge on the right tackle, gets his hand on that right arm of Carter Perry, drops the ball right in the pocket for his defensive line comrade, I can't speak, to scoop that ball up, and here they go.
So it is first and goal at the 7. Great field position if you're Springville for a chance to make a statement here early. So Liciate Valetti is in at quarterback. They're in the I formation. He'll hand off to the fullback. As Brian Brown always says, here in Springville, making fullbacks great again.
That's exactly right. We go Valetti to Valetti right there on
cousin
a
to cousin
play, and right up the middle for another quick 4 yards right there, maybe 5.
Yeah, a 5-yard gain.
Line again. Here they go, moving bodies, and it's going to be like a long, slow burn, is what Springville is going to be going with.
Second and goal. Ball is at the 2. Once again, I formation with Valetti at fullback. And then Trayton Harris in at running back. Valetti under center. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to Harris. He's trying to truck his way in there, but a great stop by a herd of Green Canyon Wolves.
Yeah, this Green Canyon defensive line's playing really stout right here on the goal line. One of the things that happens as we get closer and closer to the goal line for the folks at home, the playbook, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right? You don't have as much room to work with, so you start getting to things that look similar. In Green Canyon's defense here, at this point, they know they can anchor down. They got to play 3 yards of just absolutely tough defense and then let their backfield roam and take care of the rest.
So on this third and goal at the 2, they didn't gain anything on that last play. Do you kind of go deep into that playbook, get a little trickeration, get a little fancy here?
If it's me, I'm either looking play action or I'm going quarterback power.
And it looks like we have a timeout by Springville. Couldn't get the play call in time, and play clock was going down. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Take a little break. We'll be back with third and goal after this here on KSLSports.com.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Third and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. If you're just joining us, Springville got the ball at the 7-yard line off of a strip sack fumble and was able to recover it.
We had some fireworks to start this one, didn't we, Trevor?
Yeah, we did. And now we have third and goal, and it looks like they're going to have one back here with Valetti with Trayton Harris. So his brother or cousin Max Harris is out, who's normally the premier back. Valetti, he'll roll out. He's going to go pass to the tight end, and he caught. Touchdown! And that looks like
Big Tuan Nafahu with the touchdown grab there. I did not think that's where they were going to go. I thought quarterback power was absolutely going to be it. I love this, though. Making a nice, easy throw to get Valetti going today. Roll him out to the right, get to his big tight end, Tua, and let the stars start shining.
Prior to going to break, you even said, I'm either going to go play action or I'm going to go QB power run. He went play action, rolled out. And the PAT is good. And so with that, with 9:31 to go here in the first quarter, it is 7-0 Springville. Back after this here on KSLSports.com. Welcome back. We now have Green Canyon on offense as it is 7-0 Springville. Trevor Allen, Braden Peterson here with you. And here's Carter Perry out of the gun. He'll tuck and run. He'll get to the 20, to the 25, and he's down at about the 26-yard line on that quarterback keeper.
You know what I like? You had out of Carter Perry there, right? He saw a lane, and he knew that positive yards is all he needs, right? I think sometimes with these young kids, they forget, I got to make the big play. I got to make the big play. No, positive yards wins football games, right? And great job by the young Carter Perry to just find space, get the yardage, get him to short sticks, and again, the playbook opens now.
Picked up 7 yards on that play, so 2nd and 3 at their own 27-yard line. Once again, split backs. And it looks like maybe a little bit of a miscommunication as it was supposed to be a handoff, but Perry's like, all right, I'll just keep it again and maybe get another yard.
Yeah. You know, one of the things you're going to see out of this Green Canyon team is they're going to be in a lot of 20 personnel, and for you folks at home, what I mean by that is they're going to have 2 running backs in the backfield, and they're going to have 0 tight ends, right? You're going to see Green Canyon mess around with this the whole game with misdirection, with motions, with swings, all sorts of things. They're going to bank off a lot of that 20 personnel tonight.
So 3rd down and 3. So didn't gain anything on that last play. Same formation, 2 wide to the left. He'll drop back. He'll fire it to Schramm as he goes out of bounds, and he holds it in. It looks like a catch, and it is, and a first down, but Schramm is coming up hobbling, but what a catch.
Phenomenal catch by Schramm. They want to get the ball in number 8's hands. It's pretty simple for Green Canyon. You know, Carter Perry makes a great throw down the sideline as well as he's got pressure in his face. The Springville defensive line is no joke.
Hayden Schramm last week against Provo had 14 catches for 139 yards. That is a good day's work.
Are you sure? That's a wonderful day.
The only thing he didn't do was find the end zone.
Yeah, well, you know, you keep putting numbers like that up, you're going to find the end zone quite a bit.
And Schramm is at the bottom, I believe. Oh, wait, no.
Schramm looks like he's on the sideline.
Yeah, he is. He came up hobbling,
yeah.
but then he stays in the huddle for a minute, maybe trying to, try and tough it out. But timeout called here. And we'll keep it here. So through week 1, as you just look around the state, what has kind of surprised you coming into week 2 of what you didn't probably think would happen after week 1?
I think West's win and maybe the exclamation point that West put on their win last week was surprising to me. People are going to be shocked, but I called Granger Orem last week. Granger's defense was actually really surprising to me. They had a lot of points put up against them, but they were on the field a lot. That's a team that I think their defense is going to be really exciting this year. And then I'm going to stick with the Alta Hawks coming out and rebounding against Bingham last night. Those are 3 things that have kind of surprised me to start the year.
Definitely more football to be had, which is a great thing. It's a great problem to have, more football. And Schramm is still out. But here's Perry. He's in the gun with 2 backs to each side. He'll hand off. That's to number 3, Micah Jenkins, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that looks like it was big number 54? It looked like it was Cade Johnson come ripping through that defensive line and just absolutely swallows them up. Springville's defensive line is stout. They got some big kids down on that front 7. Very athletic as well. But hey, Green Canyon's here pressuring. They flip the field, and they've got a good opportunity here to get some points.
They now are in Springville territory. Perry drops back. He'll throw it deep. He's got a man, and it could be picked off, and it is hauled in. That is number 5, Braden Smith of Springville, and he intercepts it at the 17-yard line, and there's a flag. It's probably going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, I mean, great play by Braden Smith. Just tracks the ball like a receiver and goes to get it. You know, these are tough situations, right? Like Green Canyon wants to pressure the ball down the field. They realize that's probably a good place for them, is stretching the field after seeing the first 2 drives. But the hard part is here, as a wide receiver, when you see that ball go up, if you don't have a play on it, you have to do anything you can to make sure that ball finds the ground. 15 yards in the opposite direction is better than the ball in Springville's hand.
So now the field is flipped, but deep in their own territory is Springville. But a turnover is a turnover.
Offenses like Springville don't mind having a long field. They eat a lot of clock, and they just run their game. There's something special about this type of football. It takes you back to your roots.
It really does. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 at their own 11, so I was way off on where he was out of bounds. They must have marked him. Oh, yeah, because of the penalty. That's right, half the distance. So here is Valetti in the eye. He's also got a tight end, it looks like. And he'll drop back. He'll roll. Now he'll tuck and run, and he'll get it up to almost the 15-yard line, probably 14. Give him about 3 yards.
Yeah, you know, Springville's got a really interesting offense, right? It's a blast with the pass and a little freshening up with some read, you know, RPO kind of action, right? And you'll see this consistently throughout the game. They're in 21 personnel, right? They got the 2 backs, the 1 tight end wing, and they'll immediately drop back. They'll run hitches on the edge, and if it's not there, then Valetti's going to take it north and get whatever he can.
Valetti went 6 of 10 throwing last week for 38 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception, but he ran the ball 17 times for 149 yards and a touchdown. And then on top of that, he had 4 tackles in the TFL on defense.
Yeah, well, you know, he was just slightly busy.
Just a little bit. And now he's trucking up, and he gets the first down. I believe that's Trayton Harris.
It's a run by Trayton Harris for another Red Devil.
And it is. So Red Devils move those sticks as they get to the 24-yard line and a first down.
Yeah, you just see Springfield going back to, or Springville, not Springfield, we're not watching The Simpsons, I apologize. Okay? Springville settles in and goes right back to their old trusty reliable ISO downhill football. Create lanes, let your back make plays, and if you're Trayton Harris, throw the team on your back and carry a few, huh?
Yeah, and he's a big boy, filling in for his cousin, Max Harris, who's out tonight with an injury. And now a pitch out to Harris. He gets to the 25, cuts inside, and he's tackled. The initial tackle was number 54.
So, looking at it, it looked like it was number 1 for Springville that was there to set the edge. Zach Henderson gets a great block off the edge, which then springs Harris to be able to start getting to that second level of defenders for Green Canyon. And, you know, a great 5 yards on first down. And again, the playbook gets more fun when you get to these short stick opportunities.
2nd and 4 now, ball at their own 30-yard line. Here's Valetti under center, sends a man in motion. And now he'll hand off to Harris once again. He gets up to the 40, cuts inside, or to the outside, excuse me, and then he gets down to the 43-yard line, and that's another first down.
Yeah, just another lead trap play for Springville there, right? We get the lead from the fullback coming right through the middle, and there was just an absolute truck-sized hole for Trayton Harris to just go barreling through. You know, I'm getting like Mike Allstott vibes and all these like really fun things. These big.
That's
backs.
A name, man.
Well, you know,
let's throw it.
Mike Allstott.
Hey, I gotta say that is a name you won't hear a lot on broadcast, but good for you. That's awesome. Here's Valetti, rolls out, but then he's caught right in his tracks. Number 22. That is Cooper Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny does a great job getting around the edge. One of the things that I saw on film with this Springville offensive line, when they pass set, their pass sets are really short and quick, right? Because their pass game is typically short and quick, so they want to stun them right at the line of scrimmage. And so what that makes them susceptible to sometimes is edge pressure. And you see it right there as Johnny comes screaming off the edge. And, you know, it's one of those things that you kind of live and die by because typically you're letting Valetti go right back up the middle.
So now Valetti's in the gun. He's got Harris to his left, and he's got Trips with a tight end on the right side. And now he'll go out to the flat, but then tackled in the backfield
That was a loss of 3.
That is 54. Sawyer Rainey, who had a tackle for a loss earlier.
What a great read by Sawyer Rainey, right? Trayton Harris does a great job. They leave that defensive end. He slips him, and as soon as he slipped him, Sawyer Rainey came springing towards the Springfield, Springville.
Still talking about the Simpsons.
Don't you love Bart?
Hey, Bart's awesome.
Bart's great. Homer's interesting, but
Yeah.
but springing right up to Springville's running back Trayton Harris and just lights him up. Great play.
I actually see what you did there.
Thank you.
3rd and 20 at their own 33-yard line. You got to get a little creative here if you're Springville's offense. Valetti drops back. He's going to throw it, and two guys were on it. It was intended for number 9. That's Stafford Small, the tight end, but there were 2 guys on him.
Yeah, look at Braxton Bowman had a free play at the ball, and then his own teammate knocked it out of his hands. Great defensive play. This Green Canyon defense has gotten stout here, and they're going to get the ball back. Pretty decent field position, too.
Frischneck is out to punt for Springville. That could be on the all last name list.
Yeah, the Frischneck that's an impressive last name. I thought there were more syllables in it, but luckily Coach Valetti corrected me.
And that's a good punt.
That's a great punt.
Line drive pretty much. And now it's taken by Bryson Pabst. And now a flag comes out, illegal block in the back, but he'll get to almost to the 50-yard line, but that's coming back either way.
Yeah, as we were watching that, I was like, oh man, it looks like great return coverage by the Green Canyon Wolves. And then it looks like number 11, Bowman, got a little bit too much jersey is my guess. Again, I don't believe in holding as an offensive lineman, but, it does get called occasionally.
So holding on number 11 for Springville, Paxton West. So that'll spot Green Canyon. Or excuse me, that was Springville's number 11. This is Braxton Bowman. You were right. Never question your analyst.
I was going to say, I don't hear that very often. I'm quite wrong quite often. I mean, I've said Springfield 3 times already, so.
Hey, I'll just say this. If I've learned anything in this business, don't ever piss off producers, cameraman, or your analyst. Yeah. Don't ever piss those guys off.
That's fair.
So Perry's back in here at quarterback. He's got 1 back, and he'll hand it off. And that is not going anywhere. Probably a tackle for a loss for Micah Jenkins.
I loved everything about that, but the hardest part is the defensive end from the backside as they run GT counter, which means your guard and your tackle are pulling to open up the opposite side hole. The defensive end crashed it and played it so hard, he just made the play in the backfield, but everything else looked really pretty. I like going to that for Green Canyon.
And they actually gave him a yard. It looked like he was stopped in his tracks.
I thought he was stopped in the backfield, but way to fight for one. Shows the movement they got up front.
2nd and 9 at their own 26. Perry, he'll drop back. He'll go back into the pocket. Now he's going to keep it. He'll get to the 25 and down to the 27-yard line. So basically turn nothing into something.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. And frankly, I liked his first step up into the pocket, right? As a quarterback gets to the bottom of his drop, he has reads that he's looking for. He hit the bottom. He saw pressure. He took a good step up. I liked going to the right. He had more freedom there, but, his eyes went left, and he still got 3 yards. Great job. Way to get something.
So 3rd down coming up with 1:10 on the clock, and it's running. They're at their own 28-yard line for Green Canyon.
Trevor, the hard part is when you get behind the sticks like this, your playbook gets so small again. I know I keep saying that, but it limits what you can do.
Looks like they're probably going to have to go deep here, and a lot of pressure. 3 guys right there in the backfield. He's holding on to it now. He's got some running room. He's at the 30 to 35, and he'll go out at about the 40, and it looks like he's going to get the first down.
What a great play. Springville just brought the absolute house. When you play Madden, I think that's the all-out or the all-house blitz, whatever that is.
Zero blitz, yeah.
Like. Yeah, way too many guys to block is what we call it as an offensive lineman. I've got terms, but I can't say them over the air. And exactly what you're doing there is, oh no, run. Carter Perry does a great job getting outside of Nafahu and gets the first down.
That is a big boy. Willie coming after him. That's not a guy I would like to meet in an alley. Split backs again. He'll hand it off once again to Jenkins. And he gets a good push as soon as he gets into that pile, and he gets to about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly where the blocking came from, but it looked like they had a counter or a power play there. And again, I like this for them, and I actually like power probably more than counter because, for one quick reason, their defensive ends over at Springville, they crash really hard. Running power is going to keep your tackle backside to protect it, and then you still get 2 extra bodies going up to hold the lead block. I like the play call for Green Canyon there.
10 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. 2nd and 6 at their own 46 as they're approaching Springville territory. Perry drops back, and he's going to throw it deep once again. He's got a man. It looks like Schramm. Pass interference. Did he catch that? And he did. That was Bryson Pabst. He caught that one-handed with his left hand. Oh my goodness, is that a helmet sticker nomination?
A helmet sticker, a play of the week. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Holy cow, Bryson Pabst. What a play, and what a ball by Carter Perry. There is an absolute trust that you see that his guys will get behind defenders. He has had 2 massive plays, 1 pick, but you know he trusts his guys. What a play.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a break. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll come back and talk about helmet stickers when we come back here on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Springville High School. 7-0 Red Devils over the Green Canyon Wolves as we start the second quarter. And Trevor Allen, Braden Pearson here. And Braden, we might have a helmet sticker nomination. It might be hard to beat on that last play of the first quarter.
What a play by Bryson Pabst. Honestly, the whole thing as a whole, Bryson Pabst gets to his slot on that fade route immediately, right? And then Carter Perry just goes, I know my guy can get there, and just trusts him wholly. And he makes a wonderful play. O-line gave him just enough time to be able to loft that ball up there. Trevor, I think the thing I'm most surprised about to start this game is the Green Canyon passing attack.
Yeah.
2 massive plays down the sideline. I didn't know Carter Perry had that kind of arm, but we should have known. Coach Tauiili told us at the beginning of the game, or before the game, excuse me, that Carter Perry was due and very good for explosive plays, and there it was.
Well, and you know, the reason why it's kind of surprising is that they're going through a quarterback battle right now, and they have 4 returning starters on offense. 2 of them are offensive linemen.
Yeah, it just makes for a tough go, but I love the way they're playing right now, and a part of it goes back to what we've said a few times, right? But on first down, when you're able to get 3, 4, 5 yards, you can take risks like taking a shot, because all you have is 5 yards, right? If you're 2nd and 10, all of a sudden you have to be more methodical about your play calling. And what they've done during this drive to start is get 3 to 5 yards right out of the gate, and the playbook kind of opens up for them.
Jenkins picked up 3 yards on that last play. They're at the Springville 22-yard line for 2nd and 7. Here's Perry. He'll drop back and he'll look, and he's got a man. He's got Jenkins at the 20-yard line, and he's tackled out of bounds. And they're actually going to keep the clock running, and that he's at the 19-yard line, and that is a gain of 3.
Yeah, this is great by Green Canyon. They're just letting the things that are coming to them, they're taking advantage of them, right? Carter Perry drops back. He's easy. He's really calm back there. And he just quickly sees, oh, my back's open. I'm going to take what they give me, right? And now Springville has to really anchor in. We got 4 yards for Green Canyon to go here.
So 3rd and 4, as Braden mentioned. Split backs again. He's got 1 wide up at the top of your screen. He'll roll out. He'll look. He's got a man, and it is caught, I believe, and it is, and it's a first down. Hayden Schramm, who limped off earlier in the first quarter, he's back in and making plays.
Hayden Schramm makes a big play down the sideline. Then Bryson Pabst makes a big play down the sideline. And then they go back to Hayden Schramm for another good play in the first down. Green Canyon's finding a little bit of a group. Confidence is one heck of a, I was going to say drug. Am I allowed to say that? I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't know how you can take it in a good way either, though.
Medicine. It's good medicine.
It's great medicine. Thank you.
There you go.
Pharmaceutical.
As he goes out to his fullback, and that is number 34.
We're going to have more fullbacks
Samuel Selman. Samuel
we'll
Selman.
have all year, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, it seems like this is a fullback party.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, here's the issue, right? We talked about this a little bit. The playbook always gets smaller as you get closer to the goal line, and now we're also teetering on needing 8 yards, 9 yards on second down. So it just starts to limit your play calling. Depends on how confident our offensive coordinator is here with what he's got.
So 2nd and 9. And by the way, the offensive coordinator for Green Canyon is Coach Tauili. If I end up saying his name wrong, I apologize. I asked him before the game because there's a lot of I's. And I don't have a problem with Polynesian names. I used to cover the University of Utah, but I asked him, I was like, okay, it was a little intimidating seeing all those I's.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Tauili is in the coaching and the team business, right? There's no I's in teams, so he took them all upon himself.
I like that.
And,
look at this.
He taught selflessness for his team.
Look at this.
And, I'm impressed with Coach Tauili. This is the first time I've ever met him, and awesome guy. Really, really nice guy.
Sporting the man bun, by the way.
He was. Way more hair than, frankly, you or I have.
Yeah.
But I can only speak for myself. I'm just lucky enough nobody can see the top.
People can see the top for me, and it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I'm up top here.
Yeah. No.
Where,
By the way, Springville, bravo, bravo, bravo. Thank you for not making me climb a ladder. Okay, I'm like a bear on a tricycle going up one of those things. It's nothing anybody needs to see, and if they're gonna see it, I want them to at least pay for the circus.
A timeout taken by Springville. They have 1 remaining here in the half, 2 for Green Canyon. And now it's 2nd and 9. Ball at the 11-yard line for Green Canyon. So Paps.
I like the ball going to Pabst here.
Yeah, he's down at the bottom of your screen. And they're going to him for the fade route in the end zone. Caught. Oh, and it comes out just as he landed on the ground. You can see the ball in the air, but it looked like he was going to haul that in.
He almost wanted to one-up himself right there. Oh, my goodness. Great defense, though, by Zach Henderson. That ball was caught by Bryson Pabst, and as he started to come back down, Zach Henderson just starts clawing away at that thing, knocks it out. You could tell right away as you looked over at the defense, there was no safety help over the top, and it was an immediate call to Carter Perry, throw me the ball. You saw what he can do, throw him the ball.
You get him one-on-one on an island, especially with him or Hayden Stram, you like your odds.
Absolutely, yep.
3rd down, and they're going at it again. Looking at the tight end, and it's broken up. Looks like by Zachary Henderson, it's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
It's interesting here. Again, they have the one-on-one coverage, right? So it's the right read. I actually kind of like the short side of the field right there with Paps, right? You took the long side. You have more room to err on the long side, which is probably why the read's sending him there. But I like that short side, and it might just be because Paps can go up and get anything, I think.
So 28-yard attempt here for Green Canyon. And it is up, end over end, and it is good. That is number 26, Tanner Holt. He had 2 PATs last week, and now he's got a 28-yard field goal.
Hey, what a great response by Green Canyon there, right? They throw the interception, the defense comes out, knocks it down, takes care of business. They get the great punt return. They get it knocked back because of the penalty. And they say, let's run the ball, let's get back to what we do really well. And then they hit the shot play to Paps, and great job. I will say, though, when you get in these moments close to the end zone, you have to get points. But also, you can see how the playbook starts to tighten up, where 2nd and 8, all of a sudden they had to throw the ball every time, and they couldn't go back to what would help open up everything else.
This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Tab Bank. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. But great rewards are just beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and no account fees. It's a big deal, member FDIC, as we have a touchback on that kickoff. And had Bryson Pabst nailed that touchdown in the end zone earlier, that would have been our Tab Bank helmet sticker, I would have to say.
Hats off to the young man, though. He makes great effort at the ball. And you can tell that Carter Perry is confident in his ability, right? You go throw up 2 balls to him on the same drive like that, you know that he's got the ability and great ball skills. I got to say, Zach Henderson made the big play there.
On that third down, yeah.
It was.
So now Springville brings their offense back out with Valetti and that power offense. With 9:58 to go, 7-3 now is the lead for Springville here in the second quarter. In the I formation, he'll hand off to Trayton Harris. He'll get up to the 25-yard line, and they'll mark him at the 28-yard line, and that'll be an 8-yard gain on first down.
Death, taxes, and gap scheme football. Okay?
There you go.
They're all inevitable. When you run gap scheme well, you will gain yards, plain and simple. And you talk about the playbook being open, 2nd and 8, all of a sudden you have a chance to take a shot yourself, right? Especially with this Springville offense.
So ball at their own 27-yard line, 2nd and 3 coming up here. Lisiati Valetti. He'll hand off to Harris once again. And it looks like he'll get close to the first down marker. It looks like he will get the first down, so move those sticks for Springville.
You know, Coach Valetti kind of alluded to this before the game, but they really do play old school football. They just went power, now they went trap, and it's a first down. It's a pretty simple recipe for success. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
Well, and it worked last week in their win over Alta, but they also started down 14-0 because of Alta's offense just getting in the end zone, but then once they found some confidence, they were able to get into the end zone, and then also that pick six by Henderson just before halftime, I think, was big too for Springville. Tight end goes in motion. Now he hands back off to Harris, and he finds a gap right up the middle for about a gain of about 3 on first down.
They go back to trap again, and you know, when I went to coach back east after I was done playing, you know, I went to a team that was leading the triple option. Now I am not a triple option person, but there's something that they used to say about poetry and the motion and all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And you can see it right here. It's not triple option, but it's old school. It's lots of moving bodies, lots of misdirection with the offensive line, gap scheme. It's beautiful.
Ground and pound, in your face, smash mouth football.
Yep.
And once again, back in the I formation. Hands it off once again to Harris. Feed the back. And he'll gain another couple yards. And it's just, you know, a couple yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just know who you are and take advantage of what the defense gives you and what frankly your advantage is. You have a killer offensive line, right? Big Willie, number 73, is an absolute stout monster. Then you've got number 52, Chase Lamenta, and I'm going to get the rest of the big fellas here after this play, but great offensive line play wins football games.
2 sophomores starting on the offensive line as well. So some, you know, guys who got experience last year. And now handoff once again to Trayton Harris, and he's going to get the first down before being brought back down to the sticks, but forward progress gets him to about the 43-yard line.
So everybody's going to love the catch and all that good stuff. Big Willie, number 73, just got his chance to pull, and he just ate dinner. He munched that man, put him square on the ground.
He loves pancakes.
Pancakes for dinner.
He loves
and
pancakes.
I love breakfast for dinner.
Pancakes is the way to go.
Especially on a Friday night.
1st and 10, once again, just moving those sticks slowly. A long drive here for Springville. And now they go to the fullback, to Valetti, to Iono Valetti. And it looks like he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's a great job by Green Canyon, but here's what we're going to see, right? This is where the game inside the game starts to happen, right? Springville just starts ground and pound. They do their thing. They take advantage of what the defense gives them. Now the defense has to bring guys into the box. And what this is now going to do is you're going to see Springville eventually go back to that pass game or that quick RPO action out of 21 personnel, and then let Valetti decide if he's got the hitch or if he's going to run it himself.
Now in the gun is Valetti. The Valettis are back there, but it's a high snap, but he rolls out anyway, and he's going to get stopped before he gets a chance to throw it away, and he is stopped at about the 28-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 31, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a tough one for the center there. Sometimes you just get a little antsy, or you're not hearing things right, or whatever it may be. That backside raises as you go to snap that ball, and it just goes sky high.
It's now 3rd and 21.
Yeah, feel for the poor young man.
3rd and 21, but also, I mean, he isn't the tallest kid out there either. I think they list him at 5'9", 5'10".
No, he's not. That definitely doesn't help. And the beautiful thing is, though, is he is dynamic with the ball in his hands. And so don't be shocked if they make some kind of crazy play here.
And they got a different guy in at quarterback, and it looks like Springville's going to call a timeout. I think one of the coaches down there is yelling at him, which is number 17, Bo Halverson, the backup quarterback, is in. Maybe they're going with a little more arm strength in there. I mean, Valetti's really good with his feet, but yeah, maybe he's just trying some things out, but couldn't get the play off in time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the thought process is here. You know, he looks a little bit more like a finesse player, at least, you know, stature-wise, things like that. It'll be interesting to see if they're just trying to get the ball down the field and take a shot. I hate to say it, but if it gets kicked, it's kind of like a punt, right? So it'll be interesting to see kind of what the thought process is here.
I mean, with 3rd and 21, I mean, you might as well try and go deep, because if it does get picked off, it's like you just punted just a down earlier.
You know, to say this too, you know, they're going 5 wide right now, and looking at what it's doing to their defense right now, it looks like they've got maybe 5 guys that have a real true run fit. Don't be shocked if this is a draw play.
All right, Halverson has trips to the bottom of your screen. The lefty is hit as he goes down. He's sacked. That looks like number 9. That's Eli Wheatley, the star linebacker, defensive end.
Eli Wheatley does a great job against Chase Lamenta. Goes across. It looked like he crossed his face as he hit his point on the edge, and then Halverson just didn't have a chance as being a lefty. That's his blind side.
Yeah. So 4th and 30 now. As they say, 4th and a mile.
4:30 is about what the scale looks like when I step on it.
I wouldn't say that.
It's not that bad, but it is getting bad.
As it goes, number 11 picks it up. That is Braxton Bowman. I don't think he really expected to get that. The ball was just right in front of him. He's like, all right, I'll catch it and go.
Yeah, great field position for Green Canyon here. And Green Canyon's defense has found something here. Coach Ta'ili said that defense is kind of their anchor. That's what they've been known for a long time, right?
That was how they were able to get to the semifinals 2 years ago.
Exactly. They're stout, and you can see it. They're not bigger than Springville, but they are assignment sound and where they need to be.
Ta'ili is in his 3rd season, only 8 losses. 18-8 for Coach Ta'ili. Here's Perry. A little bit of a low snap, but he'll roll out to his left. He's got Schramm, and it bobbled, and it's caught, picked off. And that's Zach Henderson for the 2nd straight week has an interception.
Zach Henderson's one heck of a DB. We've seen him make 2 big plays now. Shuts down the touchdown in the corner, and then locks up Hayden Schramm on the comeback. And there was a lot of hand fighting for that ball right there, and it just kind of dibble-dabbled across the hands. Clocked right in. Great play by Zach Henderson.
Is that a potential helmet sticker nomination?
I'd give it to him. I mean, it could be game-changing if we're being honest. Like, Green Canyon had a chance to come down, score, take the lead, and now we're on a short field for Springville with momentum.
Mark it down as a helmet sticker nomination. We'll get one out towards the end of this broadcast, but we got a couple of great plays so far here,
Huge
Braden.
Plays. Yeah, huge.
So now 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Here's Valetti under center in the I formation. And now they'll go to Harris. And that is a big number 88 on Green Canyon. I just noticed who swallowed him up. That's a big boy.
Yeah, huge kid. And then you've got a flag right here in the middle.
Carter Marshall is his name.
Carter Marshall. Nice tackle, young man.
There is a flag. We'll see what it is. We've actually got.
We're actually going against Springville? No. Okay.
Number 22 on defense, that is Cooper Johnny, who had a sack earlier in this game.
Cooper Johnny plays with some reckless abandonment. He comes downhill quick.
So that'll be a 15-yard penalty and move Springville into Green Canyon territory at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 here. 4:15 to go till halftime. Valetti, he'll take it. Play action, he's going to look deep, and he's got a man. And almost caught it with one hand. That was intended for Damian Tupou.
First off, way to get past the defense there by Tupou, and a pretty solid ball by Valetti. But really, the prized possession here for me, Valetti had all day to throw.
Yeah, he did.
The offensive line really was stout right there. And what I was going to mention is what you're noticing with Green Canyon's defense right now is that they've got a stand-up interior defensive lineman. And as an offensive line, you really have to get to your rules and just trust your rules in those moments where they're walking around like this.
I formation, and actually a different quarterback's in. Little trickeration, it comes back with a flea flicker, goes deep, and it is caught into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Springville! Beckett Burton on the trickeration to Tua Nalufahu.
Wow!
Touchdown Springville!
We're hearing a lot of whistles.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, and it might be coming back. Illegal shift.
What a painful one. Extremely painful.
That would have been a helmet sticker right there. Would have given it right there.
First off, what a great job staying concentrated on the ball by Tua Nafahu. Great job as it went through 2 different sets of hands. The other thing there, number 6 for Springville, Siosi Toki, he took that reverse and had all the space in the world by himself.
He could have just went out wide, yeah, but
easily.
But just all that gone on an illegal shift.
That's painful.
I formation now. Valetti's back in. Hand off to Trayton Harrison. He is stopped in the backfield.
Up the middle for no gain.
And for no gain, it looks like Carter Marshall. Is it?
I think it's Eli Wheatley.
Oh, it is Eli Wheatley.
Eli Wheatley is starting to kind of become a problem for Springville's offense. He is starting to get through everywhere. And Carter Wheatley Eli Wheatley. Sorry, we're mixing up names here.
Yep.
Eli Wheatley, he's the one that is their stand-up interior, or he's kind of like their middle backer right now. So he's kind of bouncing around.
Hybrid, goes on the edge.
Yep, and he's dropping down in here as well. So it's kind of hard to account for him for this offensive
And right
line.
now he's right up on the offensive line in between the tackles. And it goes to Trayton Harris. He gets past it, now he goes to the outside to the 40, and he's fighting to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And he'll pick up a good gain there on 3rd down. 6 yards, but it's still not enough.
Yeah.
So bring up 4th and 9.
Yeah, great blocking there by Brigham Durfee, getting downfield, the big man, number 58. I'm impartial. It's the best number in football. But great blocking downfield, giving Trayton Harris everything he's got. And looks like we're going to get going for it on 4th down. What do you think, Trevor?
Yeah, 4th and 9, I mean, are you kind of shocked? I mean, punting, you would cough and corner it. It's probably out of range of their kicker, would you say?
Yeah, you're definitely outside the range of your kicker at this point, unless you have Dylan Curtis.
Yeah, that's true. And if you don't know who Dylan Curtis is, he's the starting kicker for Utah. And that is going to be, even if it is complete, it's still turnover on downs.
I like the play call by Coach Bills and Coach Valetti here. There's really no reason not to. Your defense is playing well. You just got the nice pick. But I don't know if I can call it the surprise, but I will tell you, I told you pregame that I thought Springville was going to be able to move the ball kind of at will.
Yeah.
I did. I really like their offensive line. Green Canyon has made me put my foot in my mouth. I got a big foot.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But
kind of hard for it to get there, honestly.
But it's something you want to see.
Yeah.
I knew coming in it would be a really good defense, which is why I was curious to see how Green Canyon's defense would go against Springville's offense.
Yeah.
And so far, it's living up to the bill. As now Perry on a QB run, and he'll probably get back to the line of scrimmage if that. Yeah, he will. with 2:10 to go and the clock's running.
Yeah, interesting play call. It looks like it was almost what they called on the first play of the last drive as well. It looks like they're just trying to get Carter Perry on the edge and then allow him to make a decision. If he's got a guy open, hit him. If not, just go take what the slots give you, kind of like a wide zone almost. Kind of interesting to see what it all looks like. Interesting play call.
2nd and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Perry with a back to his right. He's got 2 wide at the top and the bottom. He'll drop back, and now he'll look. It's deflected, picked off! And he heads to the 25, to the 20, down to the 10. He's going to take it to the house. Wesley Ursley with a pick 6. Touchdown, Springville.
What a play by the defense. One of the defensive linemen gets their big mitts on it. It was pretty solid pass protection, but that ball just went right over the top. Hands went up quick. Ball's in the air. And it was a tip drill, tip 6, or I think we call it a tip 6, don't we?
We could call it a tip 6. Why not?
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
And you asked about helmet stickers. That's a helmet sticker type play. But there's 2 young men that made that one happen, specifically the big man who got his big paws on it.
So with a minute 27 to go, Springville, a big play to boost their confidence now. And it looks like it's blocked, and it doinks off the left upright, and it is no good. So 1:27 to go. Our score is Springville 13, Green Canyon 3. Back with the final 1:27 after this here on KSLSports.com and the Rewind Sports Network. $1:27 to go here in the first half. Off of a pick 6 from Springville's, that is Wesley Ursley. The linebacker took that one to the house off of a tip 6 is what we're going to call it.
Tip 6. Ursley showing off the speed there. His, they've got him marched here as a running back linebacker, so you really got to show the feet there.
And the kick is underway into the end zone for a touchback, as Pap's not able to do anything with it as it goes into the end zone. But a minute 27, Green Canyon has 2 timeouts, but the quarterback just threw an interception for a touchdown.
You know, these are tough situations for a team, specifically a young team like this Green Canyon team, right? You can live with mistakes. They happen, right? It's how you're going to react to them. It's 13-3. It's a 10-point game. You got a minute 30 left. Settle in and just run your offense. Take what the defense gives you like you had been and let the game come to you. You could come in here and end with a 1-score game going into half.
1:27. Here is Perry. He'll roll to his right. And he's going to find a man, and he does, and he gets to the first down marker, and then some, dives out of bounds. I believe that's Bryson Pabst, and it is.
Oh, it's Bryson Pabst. You know, you just can tell.
Yeah.
He just makes plays. But a great job by Carter Perry. I really like this, right? They're going to drop 3, or they're going to drop a rush 3. Carter Perry sees that he's got the edge. All right, I'll get out there. I'll let my guys come to me. If they don't, I'll go get yardage. And he throws an absolute strike to Bryson Pabst down the sideline.
1:18 to go. Clock is stopped because he did get out of bounds. So fresh set of downs here for Green Canyon. Got trips to the bottom of your screen. Drops back. He's looking. Now he rolls out to his right. He's got a man again. Almost had number 7. That's Parker Lowe, who also plays quarterback too. Or can play quarterback.
He's a dual athlete.
Yes, he's an athlete.
He might be a dual sport athlete too, but he's a dual position athlete. Again, they're going back to the same thing where they're just letting him drop back. I like what Carter's doing here because he's just, again, we talk about letting the game come to him, right? He's like, all right, well, I have time. Let me just kind of get to a spot where my guys can continue to work. Not a bad ball. He missed in the right place. Be interesting to see. You've got 2 safety help here as well now.
1:11 to go now. Here's Perry on second down. He's going to keep it. He'll get to the 30, out to there's a flag out as he gets to about the 38-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 39, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, Carter Perry got out of there a little too cleanly with how much kind of pushback Springville's defensive line got there.
So it'll bring him back on a holding call. With 1:03 to go, it's still second down. As Green Canyon trying to get into the end zone before halftime.
Yeah, you saw Springville there. The first 2 plays, they went with single high safety looks, right? And they saw that, all right, we've seen this 2 plays in a row where Carter Perry's going to try and extend it. So they decided to drop 2 safeties and essentially say, we're going to make you play in front of us.
Here's Perry. He's got 2 wide at the top and bottom. And he's got it back to his left. 54 seconds to go. Drops back and he rolls out. And now he throws it out of bounds. Was intended for number 84, but overthrows him, probably on intentional. That's Drage Briggs.
Yeah, I like the adjustment by Springville here. We talked about it at the last stop there. As I'm trying to find my note here. But, you're seeing from Coach Valetti, he really he said, all right, well, you have the chance to beat us over the top. We know you can. We're just going to make it so you can't. And it really has kind of made it harder for Carter Perry to get the ball down the field.
Third and 21 now. Perry goes up into the pocket, and it looks like he's going to get swallowed up and sacked at the 19-yard line with the clock running. But Springville doesn't have any timeouts left, so they can't really stop the clock.
It's a really, I'm not sure he knows it's a smart play, but if he does, it's a brilliant play. Don't throw the ball down the field. Don't stop the clock. Don't potentially throw an interception. Take the sack, and this will take us right down to halftime based on the game clock and play clock.
Yeah, they will, because there's a 1 second differential between the game clock and the play clock. I almost said shot clock. I was in basketball mode for a second.
Trevor, we're watching God's game, okay?
Yes, we are. Hey, I like both basketball and football.
Believe it or not, I'll teach you something about me. Basketball was my game I loved.
Okay. They must have just not taken off, but there is a second left.
So in reality here, though, Trevor, I like the idea of going for a Hail Mary here.
Okay.
Or a hook and ladder.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah, you got 1 second left, and you can see they've got 4 out to the left. They've got 1 to the backside. They just broke the huddle with 12 guys.
That's a lot of dudes.
It is. 13 would have been a baker's dozen.
Now, it looks like they're in the Hail Mary formation. Perry's just going to keep it and go. He's just going to pad his rushing stats. Oh, runs right into the leg of Valetti, Tuiono Valetti, who's a fullback. But that will bring us to halftime. It looks like Carter Perry's okay. Hopefully he is.
Yeah.
You hate to see something like that. But we'll go to halftime. But just some thoughts on the first half before we go to break.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Green Canyon's defense. They have been really, really good. I think the offense, right, they need to get back to just taking what they're given, right? I think they tried to press a little bit too much. Continue with the dink and dunk. Hit them over the top. let the game come to you. And if you're Springville, I'd like to see the offense become a little bit more multiple. Right now, it's been really run heavy, and I'd like to see them hit these quick slants in the RPO game that we saw last week and just allow Valetti to kind of get loose.
Well, so far he's been held in check, but we'll see of what the second half adjustments bring. We will take a break and come back. The score is 13-3. Springville with the lead here on the Rewind Sports Network. Back to Springville High School, week 2 of the high school football season on the Rewind Sports Network. Trevor Allen alongside Braden Peterson, and Braden, 13-3, Springville lead over Green Canyon. Now, if you're both coaches, what are you telling your team? What adjustments are you making before the second half?
You know, if I'm Coach Taulili, I'm telling my guys we're right here, right? I saw a clip earlier of the South Carolina Little League World Series coach telling his boys they just got to believe as they came back to win. If you're Green Canyon, you just got to believe. Take what they give you. Don't try and play outside of yourself. Take what they give us, and let's make consistent plays. If I'm Coach Valetti, I'm telling my guys to stomp on the gas. Quit playing with, I hate when you play with your food.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're right there. Stomp on the gas and go take care of business. That's where we're at this point. And that's how I would come to my offensive line. I think you can be very aggressive. Offensive linemen are one of those guys, the more aggressive you get with them, the more aggressive they get on the field, right? Like, they want to be told to stomp them out. And that's what I would be telling my guys. Stomp them out. Go finish.
So we've got Green Canyon kicking off as they got the ball to start the game. And back to receive for Springville is Zach Henderson and Lisiati Valetti. If you're hearing that name, yeah, he's the quarterback. He does it all.
I mean, when he moves like he does, I'd put him everywhere to return the ball to.
And that is the nephew of Coach Valetti. Tui Ono Valetti is the son of Coach Valetti.
So, Trevor, we were just talking about the best views in the state.
Yeah.
This is incredible from here.
Yeah, it really is.
That sun's
You got like two different mountains right there. Yeah, it's a great.
It's beautiful. Hobble Creek in front of us.
Kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
And you know, as people who know me personally know, I'm not a BYU guy. I do have a lot of respect for Kalani Sitake.
Love Kalani.
You know, I covered the Utes for like 10 years back when Kalani was the D coordinator there. Love the guy.
Yeah.
I love what he's doing there. But I gotta say, the views down here are nice for someone who doesn't come down here very often.
It's wonderful. I'm with you. I'm a Utah guy too. I feel like I'm in enemy territory, but it's been really nice. People down here friendly.
Yeah, no one's ganged up on us. It's all right.
I had a great burrito on my way in.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line is Springville's offense.
Quickly back into 21 personnel.
Yes, they are, and in the I formation. That smash mouth in-your-face football. Valetti to Trayton Harris. He's finding his gaps, and he gets up the middle, and he's near the first down marker as he gets to the 32-yard line on first down.
There's something so just wonderful about watching an offensive line open a hole so big that when your power-pulling guard comes around to fill the hole, he looks like he's just running a marathon. He's got space, like he's all by himself, and then he just gets to hit the first guy that shows up. Great job on the front end by this this Springville offensive line.
So now ball's at the 32, a gain of 12 on that play. Valetti hands it off to Harris. Why not? Goes to the outside on the left. Now he gets up to the 40, and he is down at about the 41-yard line. Almost back-to-back first down runs there for Trayton Harris.
You go power, you go duo, death, taxes, gap scheme football. It just works.
And everyone is doing their assignments right now. And right now, Springville, at least on the first two plays, are doing what you said. Don't be playing with your food. Just go and get the job done.
That's exactly right? Like, it's very apparent that based off these first two plays, they knew they needed to come out and actually smack him in the mouth.
2nd and 1. So they gave him 9 on that play. And they're going to go back to Harris. Feed the beast. And he does get the first down there as he gets to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, they go with the trap play there. The great thing is, right, like their offense is wide open right here. They're 2nd and 2. They can go trap. They can go play action shot play. You know, they can run outside. They go back to old reliable, and they just know they want first downs.
So just continuing to run the ball because why not? So do you actually think that Green Canyon might start loading the box a little bit here?
I don't think
it kind of looks like they're like showing
they
it.
Have to, right? Like they're down to 6. They've got the 7th starting to come up. They're going to make them play here.
And now play action, throws it out, tries to find Tuiono Valetti, but he throws it behind him for an incomplete pass.
If I'm Coach Tauili, I'm telling my DC, show pressure, show everything in the box, force them to throw the ball, right? If I can make them think this box is too heavy and I got to throw the ball, now they're behind the sticks, right?
Amin Samia is the defensive coordinator for Green Canyon. Tau Ely is the offensive coordinator and the head coach. And now it's 2nd and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Once again, I formation. Here's Valetti to Harris, and he is stopped. And it looks like that's Wheatley. Eli Wheatley, is that who comes up with that tackle?
What it looked like, or number 54 would be the other one, as I'm trying to find my numbers here.
That's Sawyer Rainey.
Yeah. So between Sawyer Rainey and Eli Wheatley, you had your tackle there. Again, you're going to see a pass play here. You're on your own side of the territory. Watch play action and some kind of quick pass.
3rd and 10 as he sends a tight end in motion. And now he hands it off to the tight end. And that is Tua Naufau, who almost had that incredible touchdown, but then it got called back in the second quarter off of a legal shift.
Yeah, and he almost had that broke right there, but number 35 for Green Canyon. Oh, and I'm going to get your name right, I swear. Ben Seedall was right there to make the play. And if he wasn't there, Naufau was going. He had space.
So now 4th and 7. Punter will come out. Frischneck boots it away. And that will go back to Bryson Pabst at the 10. And he is brought down. He might have snuck away from it, but then he does. But ends up getting a tackle right there. I believe that's number 32.
Braden Smith was initially there on the coverage, does a great job of getting Pabst tied up, and then number 32 comes through and finishes and cleans it all up as I'm trying to find your name, son, but great job cleaning up that play.
Stephen Strom
coming in and making the play to finish. I love Braden Smith, though, just breaking down and not over pursuing Pabst. Because it's easy. Pabst started to give him a little bit of a wiggle. He just settled right into it, let me play the hip, and just light you up.
So with 8:43 to go, it's 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line for Green Canyon. And just like we ended up talking with Coach Ely, Carter Perry is still in the game. And he goes to Micah Jenkins on that first down run, and he gets a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, I like this, right? Again, you and I talked as we walked down at halftime. We said you got to play ahead of the sticks. On their scoring drive, they got ahead of the sticks and the ball just started to move, right? When they fall behind the sticks, they're in trouble. Here they are. They're 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. This is a really good spot for them. They can run or pass out of this and kind of opens up the offense.
I've got a thought on the quarterback battle that Green Canyon's going through. We'll go through that after this play as the handoff goes to Jenkins once again. He'll get through a gap, but then he is stopped just past the 20-yard line. It looks like he'll get to about the 23-yard line. And Coach Tau Ely said to us pregame that they're trying to figure out who the quarterback is. He said if everything goes well, you won't see the backup in this game. It looks like even though Carter Perry hasn't had some of the best plays, he's also made some great throws as well.
Yeah, I love this because they're young quarterbacks. They need the reps. These games, they matter to everybody, but they don't hurt you when it comes to, you're standing for playoff. Like you're going to make the playoffs either way here. Region really is important, so why not get the reps right now? Get your team rolling and getting them to kind of that high point.
Exactly, and Carter Perry, speaking of him, picks up the first down on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback keeper.
You know, one of the things you've noticed out of Perry, and I think it's why you're seeing him as soon as we see that Monk starts jogging in, Perry looks like his arm got a little bit banged up. I don't think you'll see him out for very long.
We do have Ethan Monk, number 10, is in at quarterback. A junior as well. Both quarterbacks are juniors. And Monk takes the snap, and he will hand off, and he's out and running. That's number 34. Samuel Selman.
It's an absolutely great run play. We used to call it a cross buck when I was a kid, but you run your running back across the formation, he acts like he's getting it, then he bends back and kicks out that defensive end, and then you hand it to your same side back, and just an absolute crease by the O-line right there.
I actually run that play on College Football 26 on my Xbox.
There we go.
Hands off to Jenkins. He'll go back to the left side, and he'll get near the first down marker as he gets into Springville territory to the 46-yard line. And it looks like he's hurt. It looked like when he went down on that tackle, he got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, the way his feet popped up, I don't know, I may be wrong. It looks like he landed pretty hard, full body weight there.
And he is down. So while the trainers attend to him, we will take a break. Be back after this here on the Rewind Sports Network.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Micah Jenkins is coming off on his own free will, which is a good sign. The running back, he's had 2 great runs on this drive, and then the other one from Selman. Green Canyon has a whole stable of backs, as does Springville, but they're a little banged up with Max Harris not suiting up tonight due to injury. And now Monk, he'll hand off to Selman again, and he'll get to the 39. There's a flag on the play as they stop him, or excuse me, the 41.
Yeah, it looks like, I'm just guessing here, but it looks like we got a holding penalty on number 75. Again, I'm an offensive lineman, so I don't think holding's a real thing, but for some reason they throw him still. I've tried to talk to him about it.
Shout out to our guy Brian Brown. It's just love and positivity.
That's exactly right. I hope everybody knows at home that I'm not foolish. I know holding's a thing. I just don't like
Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Exactly. Pardon the technical issue there. The wind is blowing, and our notes I don't want our notes to fly away. The wind is blowing big time here in the second half. We didn't have that issue in the first half.
No, first half was amazing.
So now it's 1st and 20 on that holding call. And now it's split backs again for Monk. He'll hand off to Selman, and he'll pick up a couple of yards on first down. Doesn't get back to the original line of scrimmage, but he picks up about 3 or 4.
I want to see the Green Canyon quarterback, whether it be Monk or Perry, pull one of these. It seems like there's a read option here, the way he's pulling the fake after he hands the ball off. And I really want to see them pull one of them because he's got space off that backside. They're getting great movement on their run blocking, but they're taking up a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for, the focus of Springville, and they've got room backside.
Split backs once again. Monk, he'll drop back and pass. He's got a man at the 50-yard line, and he gets tackled big time. That was number 47. That's Tate Hyam.
And Trayton Harris is all over the field today. Whether he's running over people with the ball in his hands or running over people who have the ball in their hands, He is absolutely all over. That's a great play by him, as, Green Canyon's just trying to get a little bit more so they can play for potential 4-down territory up here.
So now it's 3rd and 15. Ball at their own 49-yard line. Green Canyon with a big play here from Monk. He'll drop back, he'll throw, he's got Pabst. And great coverage there by Zach Henderson as he's not able to get around him.
It's not a bad ball by Monk. Pabst was trying to figure out where that ball was going to be. If he keeps running, I think he's right there. We talked about this last week as we watched Orem and Granger. Sometimes these receivers, they're young, they're still learning, but get downfield. If that ball's short, come back through everything and force the officials to make a call, right? I think there's something about making them, I don't mean this in a bad way, but make them earn their pay, right? Make them see it.
And the punt is away. And it is caught at the 16-yard line. He's going. I believe that's Damian Tupou. Or no, sorry, Siosi Toki.
Yeah, that's a great return by Toki there. It's one of those things where I don't think that punt was supposed to head towards Toki. It was a great kick, but all his coverage was on the east side of the field, on the top side for everybody at home, and that ball ended up on the near side, and all of a sudden there was just nobody there for coverage.
There was a big gust of wind that just went right at us,
too.
And we're actually facing east. So now Lisiati Valetti is in again at quarterback. And false start.
It's a tough one for the center. I've been there, big fella. But if your butt moves, that ball's got to move, my friend. That's it's just tough.
I could not be an offensive lineman. I can't stand in that stance for a long time.
It gets comfortable. It really does.
Really?
No. No, it doesn't. No.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like it does.
No. My least favorite thing was when, we'd come up and they'd want to look at the defense. I've already gotten down and touched the ball. And I'd sit there and rotate from knee to knee, just trying to, relax my legs. And then you're trying to, warm them up enough to be able to blast off.
And then, the minute the quarterback says set, you're like, okay, I can't move now. Don't flinch. I got an itch.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's Valetti. And the bad snap there, and Valetti does hop onto it, and that will go all the way back to about the 16 or 17-yard line.
Yeah, the center, something's going on there because it looked like he flinched a little bit again, pre-snap again. Sometimes at center, right, you can start to get in your head a little bit, and it's one of the most mental positions there is, right, because there's so much going on that you have to take care of. You really got to slow yourself down here. Take that deep breath. I used to always tell my guys, 3 deep breaths, move on.
And now it's 2nd and a mile, 2nd and 31. And they're going to go right up to the middle and probably get back to the line of scrimmage.
And there to get,
they're actually them 2 yards.
Marshall again there to tie it up. Marshall was there on the bad snap. He's there to wrap up Harris on the run. Marshall has really started to kind of show up everywhere on this defense for Green Canyon.
For a big kid, he can move.
Oh, he moves really well.
Number 18, Carter Marshall. Or excuse me, 88.
Yeah, Carter Marshall's an impressive sized kid. Moves really well. Frankly, I'd love to have him as a tight end too.
And now it's a zone toss outside. And on 3rd down, I think it's just one of those things you're trying to see what you can get, and because you had 29 to go.
It was a great edge set by the DB there for Green Canyon, and then Eli Wheatley just comes screaming across the formation, chasing that down and making the play. Eli Wheatley has been all over the absolute field.
So the punt unit coming on here for Springville. Frischneck on the all-name team here takes the punt, and that's a good one for being pinned back. and it's gathered at the 36 by Bryson Paps, and he'll nearly get to the 50-yard line, and that's where Green Canyon will set up just before the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I consider this probably one of the biggest drives of the game right here. You've each had the ball a couple times. It's time to go score the ball, right? If you're going to go take this game over, you got to go get points on this drive. It's got to turn into a one possession game and see if you can start creeping away, because points are hard to come by in this one.
They really are. It's been a defensive battle for sure. We have also got a defensive touchdown, a tip 6, for those of you out there wondering. We coined a new phrase, at least I think it's new. And that one is number 2. That is Houston Peremski.
It's pretty good movement there on the front side, but then he just ran into a wall of Devils and Wolves. Here's a quick question for you, total side note. Who wins in a fight, a Devil or a Wolf?
That's a great question. You know,
Josh says a Devil.
Josh says a Devil. I'm going to go with the Wolf then.
I'm a
Why
Wolf
not?
guy.
I mean, you know, we could. I mean, yeah.
Fair.
But what about a Red Devil? Because you've also got a Blue Devil.
Well, we're Tar Heel fans in the Peterson household, so
I wasn't meaning to stir the pot here.
Well, the pot's stirred, and I'm just going to tell you what it is.
Had I known that, I wouldn't have brought up the Blue Devils. I apologize.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't go either way in Duke or North Carolina.
Yeah. Long story short, Pop's got to play basketball with Johnny Dawkins at one point in his life.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It just is what it is.
I get it.
Yeah.
Hey, I get it. So 53 seconds to go here in the third quarter, as it is 3rd and 5 in Springville territory is Green Canyon.
Looks like we have Ethan Monk still in at quarterback.
No, actually, it looks like Perry, because I see Monk over on the sideline now. Yep, Perry is back in. He'll roll out to his right. Oh, he stops, and then he goes past the 50, and then he gets hit out of bounds, or near the boundary. With 31 seconds to go.
And I think you let it run the quarter and you think about this one. Talk to your higher power, whether that be a football god or whatever it is, and figure out what you think. But I kind of like going for it here. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in no man's land, right? Like,
defense has been solid.
Especially the wind. Like, that obviously has to play a factor in special teams.
Plays a factor in special teams. It plays a factor in what you're going to do here as well. I don't think you're going to throw to the top side of the field.
And there was 4 seconds on the play clock. And Coach Tau Ely uses a timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Back for the final 31 seconds after this.
Just a reminder, if you're hungry, go to the door side of the stand. Grab yourself a treat.
They're reminding us to go get a treat. Can't do that. I'd love a treat right now, but it'd probably blow away.
Well, Brownie, if it's heavy and dense enough, it'll stay right here with me.
See, brownie's an ice cream.
Golly, don't do that to me.
You and I are going to get along just fine, Braden.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. I got to say, I understand why Springville runs the ball so much now. This second half wind is brutal.
Oh, it's like it came out of the canyon or something. Here's Perry on 4th and 4. He's got a man and just didn't, the wide receiver didn't see him when he came back from his route. It's a turnover on downs. Not a lot of harm done here.
No, I like it. I think it's the right call. Springville just said we're not going to really give you much of an option. We're going to bring the house again. Great coverage by the DBs as well. Didn't give anybody space. It looked like Perry tried to get to the back shoulder of Pabst, and there just wasn't any separation to get to him.
I got to say, as the Springville offense comes out, Green Canyon fans over on the east side, they traveled well from North Logan.
Really well. Really well.
Like, that is a drive. That's like a 3-hour drive.
Those are some good moms and dads up there.
Kudos to you. There's also a ton of people here at Springville, though.
There is. This is a great crowd.
A tight-knit community here in Springville.
Outside of the wind, too, it feels phenomenal.
Yeah, it does. And here is Valetti on the quarterback draw. He gets past midfield, and then he gets to the 40, and he's still going. He's got 3 guys on his back before he gets down at the 30-yard line. What a run for Valetti.
I can't believe it took until 16 seconds left in the third quarter to finally see a QB power. But you saw the big left guard pull around, lead blocked by the running back, and then Valetti just said, let me carry about 15 guys, if that's even possible, and just walks for another 5 after they all hop on his back. He's an absolute stout monster.
I mean, just look at those legs, just turn and turn and turn. As they're going to let this clock run out here on the fourth quarter, or in the third quarter. 12 more minutes to go. Score remains 13-3 here on the Rewind Sports Network.
I'm Austin Strong, CEO of Tab Bank. As a former high school athlete in the state of Utah, I recognize how big of a role high school sports can play in developing student athletes' lives, even outside of the sports they play. For me, high school sports taught me how to work as a team, how to lead through adversity, how to share success, and how to face all challenges. While I didn't become a professional athlete, it was these skills that gave me a head start in life after my high school career was over. That's why Tab Bank is proud to sponsor KSL Sports Rewind's mission to highlight and promote student athletes and the communities in which they play. As a proud Bonneville Laker, I know the importance of the role a community plays in the success of a team, and I wanted to create a banking environment that gave our customers that Friday Night Lights feeling of community and togetherness. Our goal is to provide you a premium banking experience that will help aid you to accomplish any goal that you have in your life. We believe that whether you are a heavy favorite or the battle-tested underdog, Tab Bank can provide you a winning game plan for any of your financial needs.
Start of the fourth quarter here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Trevor Allen, Braden Peterson here, Josh Dodge on camera, and 12 more minutes here, Braden, and we'll see what we have with the 10-point ball game.
Cheers, my friend. We'll see how it goes here, but I'm
all fours.
All fours. Fours are up. My belly's full. My water tank is
not.
Yeah, no, I could use some more.
Here's Valetti in the gun. He's got it back to his left. And it's a QB power right up the middle, and he gains probably about 2 yards.
Yeah, 2-3 yards. This Green Canyon defense has been bend, not break all night. They've given up chunk plays like that, and then they all of a sudden just kind of settle themselves down, and then all of a sudden they just anchor in and shut them down, right? Here they go. They give up the 17-yard run, they anchor in, they only give up 2, and now Springville's behind the sticks.
Only giving up 1 offensive touchdown has Green Canyon. And it was early in the game.
Looks like we're in 12 personnel, by the way, too.
There we go. There's Valetti again. He's been listening to you. He's like, it took him that long to get it. Now he's finally getting some momentum, and Coach Valetti's letting him loose.
Exactly. They just go to a QB ISO there. Might have been duo as well. But either way, they're running up that left side, and then you have Tua Nafahu, or Nafahu. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, forgive me. Absolutely smoking a man downfield. Absolutely smoking him.
Pancakes. We love them.
I love the aggressive nature that they've gone to here. They realize they haven't done what they wanted to. They went to their bread and butter, went to the main man, Valetti.
And then back to him again. This time he gets away and he gets down to the 10. What a run. He took a couple of efforts there, but he keeps turning those legs.
He's an absolute monster. This is a big one to watch. Number 54.
That's Rainey.
Yeah, Sawyer Rainey has gone down here.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a cramp. They've been, it sounds bad, but they were on a bus for a long time. And then to come play a football game is tough.
I asked Coach Tau Ely if they were going to get a timeshare down here in Utah County, because they're going to go play Pleasant Grove next week.
It's probably better to go get like an Airbnb investment if we're talking long term. Those timeshares, they're kind of devilish on you. You can't get out of them.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, see what I did?
I see what you did there.
I can't even say I did it on purpose. That's the bad part.
Really?
I didn't, but it flowed
me.
really, really nice.
Yeah, hey,
Sometimes I
bought
surprise
it.
myself, man.
hey. Sometimes it happens to everyone.
Yeah. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes, Trevor.
2nd and 1 here at the 9-yard line. In the red zone is the Red Devils. We'll see if they go back to Valetti once again. It seems like it's just been power with him.
Power, counter.
He ran for over 100 yards
ISO
last week.
duo.
I think almost 150 on 17 carries. And bobbles a snap. He gets around a guy, but then he gets tripped up in the backfield. That's number 47. That's Tate Hyam.
Tate Hyam came flying off the edge with that ball hitting the turf. Valetti is such a monster to take down. He's got those big, powerful legs. And Hyam does a great job at just wrapping up the ankles, tying him up, and making sure he can't get out of it. Drops him for a big loss. That is huge, like potentially game-altering huge, as Valetti had driven them right down into the red zone and knocks them out 22 yards out now.
Now it's 3rd and 14. And with the wind swirling, you might need to go for it on 4th down as well, as Valetti goes out to the outside. He's to the 20, cuts back in, and he gets down to about the 13, probably about where he was at before.
Coach Valetti's got a tough decision here, Trevor, with the wind that's going on right now. I mean, let me lick the finger and feel. My guesstimation from Weatherman Peterson is probably about 20-mile-an-hour gusts. Might be more, might be less. It's very scientific up there.
I might have to have Josh Dodge phone in Kevin Eubank.
Please do. If there's a white jacket, I want to know about it.
Oh,
But,
I'll see that for a little bit.
I mean, I could take it right now. They're going for it, which is what I figured would happen.
4th and 4 at the 12. Here's Valetti. He's going to keep it. He goes up the middle. He gets in. He goes almost into the end zone. Does he get in? Touchdown, Springville! Lisiati Valetti for 6.
What a run. I'll be real with you, Trevor. I was watching a little bit of shifting and moving up on that front offensive line pre-snap, but it looks like they must have gotten settled enough for them to run the play. They come around, absolutely open a gaping hole for Valetti to just cruise into the end zone. We got a Green Canyon player down currently.
We have a Green Canyon player down. So we will take a break. We'll let you know who it is after this here on the Rewind Sports Network. So Tate Hyam is the one who's coming off. He's limping. That's tough to see. He just made a great play prior to that touchdown run by Springville. You hate to see that.
Yeah, hard to tell what's going on, but I mean cramps and then also just getting smacked over and over again will do that to you. Looks like it's a lower injury.
And here's the PAT. It is blocked. Great block there. There was like 3 guys that came right into the kicker's face.
In the first half, you saw them have a chance to block one and it was missed. And I kind of have a feeling with the way they had just attacked that Coach Tauiliili said, if you have a free shot to get to the ball, you go get the ball, plain and simple.
So, Braden, let's go ahead and give out our helmet sticker, brought to you by Tab Bank. We got a couple of nominees here. I actually think that obviously Bryson Pabst, his pick, or his catch over here.
Yep.
Also the pick from Zach Henderson, the pick 6.
Yeah, our tip 6 was huge. My opinion, I'm going to go with one we didn't talk about. Valetti's touchdown run here and this drive as a whole by Valetti, in my opinion, earns him the helmet sticker. What do you think?
I'm going to go with that as well. So our helmet sticker goes to Valetti on that last drive and on that touchdown run. Brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases, but great rewards are just the beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and no account fees. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. So Valetti gets our helmet sticker. And we had a couple of great nominations early on, though.
We really did. I think the biggest thing there is Lisciotti, Valetti had a big chance there for that to end their drive, and he just said 2 plays back to back. Let me put the team on my back and let's go finish this.
He was listening to Braden up here on top of the press box as he was saying, got to see him run, and finally listen to you.
Well, you know, I appreciate it. I'm hearing I'm right tonight, and I like it a lot.
I mean, I want to get used to it. Hey, I'm fine with calling games with you every single week, but don't get used to it if we do.
Okay.
At least from what I'm told, I'm not the nicest guy. I just try to be nice. I don't know.
Yeah. It's good for me to have my ego calm down every once in a while.
Hey, you know who I would love to hear call a game together?
Who?
You and Brian Brown.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here's the problem. There would be football talk, then there would be food talk, and then there would be like food and football mixed together talk.
You're pretty much, it's kind of like a watch party for like a football game. You guys are just talking about whatever. It's like a podcast and no commentating on what's going on in the game.
Yeah, the problem is Brian and I both love football so much that we'd probably talk about what's going on, but it would kind of be...
Trench play?
Yeah.
Offensive lineman? Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Pretty much.
Well, then maybe you should probably get a play-by-play guy in there. That's fine.
Yeah, it's good. Trevor, you're more than welcome.
Hey, I'll join the party. I'll throw in 2 words every drive.
That'd be about all you'd get to.
I know. That's exactly. Oh, I know. 8:05 to go. Clock's running here. Carter Perry in at quarterback. 2nd and 12. And Perry's going to keep it on the quarterback keep. And he'll probably get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And the other Valetti comes up and absolutely smacks Carter Perry as he comes through the line. It looked like Green Canyon was taking a play out of the old Springville book there and went with quarterback power there.
I kind of feel like we're watching like a Utah football scrimmage with how physical both these defenses are.
It really has been a really physical game. Great defensive play. Offensive play has been tough tonight. It just has, and that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. But in this point, this is really hard for Green Canyon with this wind.
He drops back. He'll throw it. He's got a man and just overthrows him. Probably could have caught up to it. That was number 1. That's Cody Edelmeyer.
Yeah, Edelmeyer had him beat down the sideline. It was just overthrown a bit. You know, it's so hard in these situations. I've said this so many times, and I probably sound like a broken record finally. But you fall behind the sticks like that, and then, you know, your plays just get to be really, they're not dynamic anymore. You just have to try and get to the sticks.
So now the punt unit is back out, and here comes a late arrival. And a timeout here for Green Canyon. Probably not a timeout that Coach Tao Ely wanted to use.
No, not in this current situation. I'm taking a look over here. Yeah, he's down to 1 timeout left, 7 minutes in what is a tight ball game still, right? We're a 2-score game with 2 two-point conversions. They're going to need a massive punt out of their punter right here. He's kicked the ball pretty well all night. He's got a really big crosswind from east to west, so from top to bottom of your screen at home. It's a little bit southward. If he can get it up in the air with enough power, it might go.
Yeah, it's starting to go like southwest.
Yeah.
And it's Tanner Holt who's in the end zone, right on the G of Springville. And he gets it off quick before it's blocked, and that goes right to the Springville logo at the 50, hauled in there. And he's tackled right it kind of bounced off of a couple of guys was Siyosi Toki.
Bowman was down there quick to get in on it. Toki was really slippery there. He almost caught himself before going to the ground there. And if he would have, he had all the daylight, well, nightlight he could have in the world.
And now,
question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think of these LED lights that start dancing and all that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I get you're trying to get flashy with it. I don't know. I'm kind of the old school guy. Just keep the lights on the way that it is. But, you know, change it up. I mean, I'm not against it. What about you?
I'm indifferent. I think it's kind of cool. I've seen some where they're colorful. I like that.
Really?
Yeah.
As Harris is on to the outside, he trucks one guy, uses the truck stick, has the right analog stick up.
Yeah, for real. That's when you break the analog stick because you just keep hitting it over and over and over again. Yeah. He got smacked there at the end, but the problem is the guy who smacked him is the one that ended up on the ground, and Harris just kind of kept standing there.
Yeah, he did.
He is built like a Mack truck.
He really is.
He's a big kid.
I believe the Harris family, I feel bad for when they have, you know, turkey dinner, Thanksgiving. They probably have to get multiple meals.
Yeah, my boss made a joke about the Peterson family coming for charcuterie boards at a wedding soon. It needs to be eaten. And I didn't know how I should take it. Wasn't sure how my dad thought he took it either. We were a little shocked, but it was also hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right. I'll eat the whole charcuterie board.
And also the board itself, right?
No, come on, Trevor. I'm not a Neanderthal.
That was more of a joke, but okay.
Nope.
All right.
Nope, I don't take it that way.
All right, apologies.
Part of the fun of this is that we're in control, right?
Yeah, we are.
Vince and Dane won't care, right?
I hope not.
I hope not.
Here's Halverson. He's in at quarterback. He'll pitch it out to Harris, and there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, you got a blindside block here. Coming down on the crack.
Aldo Rodriguez is the one who's hurt.
17, I think?
19.
19.
Oh, looks like it's a little chippy there.
Yeah.
A Green Canyon player being held away, and fingers are being pointed at players from the Springville side. Got to separate a little bit. So far, I don't think any flags have been thrown on that.
No,
but yeah, you're right on the blindside block.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things. One, you get frustrated because you're losing. But two, that's your guy, right? And I would never encourage fighting or anything like that. But there does come a point where, as a teammate, you work and go to battle with your guys every day. Like, that's your guy. You want to be there for him, right? But you have to know when that's appropriate, when that's not, right? And you got to play within the bounds of the rules. Both sides here, right? And you can't have the extracurriculars.
So with that 15-yard penalty brings up 3rd and 19 for Springville. And now they're back in their own territory at their own 44-yard line. With 5:18 to go and only one timeout for Green Canyon.
For all of you that might be interested, pizza and hot dogs are now on sale for $1 at the cheerleading concession stand. Go and get yourself some.
They're just calling to my heart. The PA guy just announced $1 hot dogs and pizza. It's like a page out of my own book.
We might have to send our camera guy Josh down there, but then we don't have anyone to run the camera, which is kind of the problem. You want to steer it?
No.
Okay. Halverson rolls out. He's going to keep it as I think that's Rainey who's back in.
Rainey is back.
You love to see it. Back from injury.
Sawyer Rainey. That'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th and 19.
Great play by Rainey to come up there. Halverson just tries to get whatever he can. And Rainey just comes screaming down from his middle linebacker spot and absolutely smokes him.
4:25 and running on the clock.
This really is the last chance here for Green Canyon. They got to score in a hurry or it's over.
Especially when you only have one timeout.
Exactly.
Frischneck, he'll boot that one away. Pabst, he'll get it at the 20. Cut back inside and then now back to the outside, and he'll get to about the 27, 28-yard line.
tackled by number 4, Wesley.
Paps tried to find some room there. At one point or another, there's kind of that get north and south mentality, right? You can dance, you can try and make something happen, but at one point, just get north-south and get an extra 3, 4, 5 yards, right?
Now 4:05 to go here for Green Canyon and their offense. Carter Perry back out at quarterback, it looks like. Yes, he is.
You know, if I'm Green Canyon, if you have any trickery in your bag, it's time.
Springville pulled out a little trickery too. It just got called back on an illegal shift.
What a painful one.
Which is just that just hurts. And then now here's, I believe that's Selman on the run.
Yeah.
Nope, that is Jenkins.
Yeah, they go with the power play there. Great lead block by number 34 for Green Canyon. And I apologize, my notes are everywhere with this wind at this point. But an absolutely great job by the offensive line to get, 3, 4 yards there on the first down pickup.
Sam Selman was on that block. We'll give him a shout out.
Thank you. He deserves it. Great job.
Split backs again here for Perry. 2nd and 6, 3:29 on the clock. He rolls out to his left. And he's got a guy, he had Paps, and now he's really upset, hits the turf as he comes up. As Perry thought he was going to go up, and Paps comes down for the comeback.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I like the play design here because what they've got on the near side is a little out route, and Perry kind of sells that, and then as he sells it, he boots out to the backside. Everything's kind of shifted, and then he's got, Schramm going, I think he had Schramm going long, and he had Pabst in the short shallow there, and just barely missed him a little bit deep.
So now 3rd and 6 at their own 32. As a guy, it looks like 12 men on the field.
Should be a free play.
And it is a free play, and they go deep. And it is incomplete, but it'll be the penalty will go against Springville with too many men on the field. Number 3, that's Damian Tupou, didn't get off the field just in time. Just a hair late.
It was great awareness by Carter Perry, right? He's sitting there watching the defense, all of a sudden sees him trying to scream off the field, quick snap of the ball, and then take the shot, right? That's well executed.
So 3rd and 1, 3:17 to go here in this one. Still one timeout for Green Canyon. Springville has all 3.
Yeah, I think you're just trying to get a first down here, right? Let's live for another set of downs, and then from here you just take off. I would expect to see power or ISO here.
And exactly that, but Jenkins is stopped in the backfield, and that looks like
Cade
Tuiono Valetti.
Oh, and his team.
Tuiono Valetti.
Tuiono Valetti absolutely came screaming through. I thought it was Cade Johnson with that 4, but
he was also there too.
Yeah, they just came flying through that backside as they tried to run power, but they blew up the backside of it, and there was nowhere for the back to go.
And Green Canyon's going to punt, which means that's probably going to do it, unless they do some kind of trick play here. But with the wind swirling, and the punt is low, and that's going down, and he just jumps on it at the 11-yard line, and so that sets up Springville in prime field position once again. Probably the last drive of the game, I would guess, because on that first drive, Springville had great field position on that strip sack fumble.
Yeah, if you're Green Canyon where we're at here, right, there's 2 minutes left, but you're in a tough spot. You're playing up a classification. You're playing an absolutely stout offensive line and great running team. You should be thrilled with how your defense played today.
Absolutely.
Your offense showed flashes. Again, I feel like I'm saying the same thing I talked about with Granger last week. Defense was really good. Offense just needs to find some more consistency. You find that, you'll be able to make a great run.
And it looks like we've got a little. Now Fau is in for a designed run, and he's going to get clear down to the 3.
Did that not give you Ben Moa vibes?
It did.
Holy cow.
It did.
The number 8 in the backfield.
Yep.
The absolute just monster human being.
Yep.
And then the athleticism to just bounce off the tacklers. Na'Fa'u just ran over dudes on his way down to the 3-yard line, it looks like.
So 2nd and 1 at the 3.
I feel like we are in circa 2004.
Utah football.
Yeah.
As Na'Fa'u is going to run that one into the end zone. Touchdown! Tua Na'Fa'u for 6. And Springville puts the nail in the coffin on this one.
Oh, whoa, did we see colors?
There's colors in the lights.
I knew it. Wow. Okay, see, I'm a fan. I like it.
All right.
Yep, I like the colors. I think it's fun. Yeah, I'm pretty easily convinced.
Well, that was pretty easy for them to convince you.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm just easily happy, I guess, is maybe that's giving me too much credit. I don't know. Oh, the
and a fake. Halverson's going to run to the 5, into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That one might sting a little bit.
Yeah, that one hurts a little bit. Also, Halverson's got some speed.
He's got some wheels for a taller guy.
Yeah, wow. He scooped that and spun, and he just took off the edge there.
Halverson's listed at 6 foot 205.
Yeah. Do you remember the days when you were 205?
Yeah, unfortunately, and I hate the fact that you're bringing it up again because those were good days.
No, I'm just asking because, I don't know if I remember the days I was 205.
I do, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I want to say I was.
Maybe I just have a better memory. I also didn't play offensive line in football.
Fair enough. But
So I didn't get hit in the head all the time.
16 the last time I weighed that. So
I didn't get hit in the head all the time for sports.
I don't know why we had to go there.
No, I'm just saying that was why. I mean, I mean, your memory could be great. I honestly don't know.
It's not. My wife's got a filing machine up there, and she'll be like, "Do you remember this?" I'm like, "Absolutely not."
I mean, I'm like that too now, but I do remember a time where I was 205, and one day I wish I could go back to it as Bryson Paps takes it out of the end zone to the 10, now to the 20, he cuts through to the 30 before he's upended. And I would love to go back to 205, but then I'd have to give up the thing I love most, which is food.
Yeah, well, and we don't want to end up in a Brian Brown, Braden Peterson podcast broadcast, so I won't dive into the food aspect.
No, we won't. But one day we're going to make it happen.
Though, if Brian and I ever do call a game together, I want to get a local restaurant to sponsor it.
Okay.
So that we can do like a food talk thing.
And cater it?
Yeah. And Brian and I will just sit up here, pound ribs or whatever it may be, and then just talk football. I don't know. I gotta brainstorm this with Brian.
I can actually run that up the flagpole if you want.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I
think it'd be a lot of fun.
I promise we'd be on our best behavior. We'd be absolutely covered in barbecue sauce, I'm sure of it.
As long as you don't get it on the equipment. As Perry rolls out to his left. And he's going to throw it deep. He's got a guy, and it's caught. Down to the 30, to the 20, and he's dragged out of bounds.
Edelman, what a play.
Edelmayer.
Edelmayer, thank you, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
We've seen him get behind the defense a couple times. Again, you're seeing this arm that Coach JT has mentioned a couple times about Carter Perry. He's got the ability to make the explosive plays. We've seen him multiple times today. It's just the consistency of it happening over and over again.
So now that sets him up into the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Perry trying to get into the end zone. He throws it deep and caught. Touchdown! That is number 2. That is Hudson Poremski for 6. What a throw.
Poremski was all by himself on the bottom side of the field, and all Perry had to do was just loft it into that front corner of the end zone. and touchdown Green Canyon in under, what, 10 seconds?
Yeah, it's 2 plays.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. Really quick drive there, and hey.
Coach Ely is probably thinking, why couldn't we have done this earlier?
Hey, yeah, for real.
Like, that was quick. Oh, and now the snap is bobbled by the holder. And so PAT's no good.
Long snapping is one stressful position.
Have you played it?
I did. Was an offensive lineman in college. Long snapping for punts. And I can just remember that my punt coverage was probably subpar. No, subpar would be good, right?
Mid? Could it be mid? I mean, kids are using the word mid now.
It was below mid.
Okay.
It was awful.
So below mid.
I remember.
Awful. I mean, would you say awful? Because awful is awful. Oh, well,
atrocious.
Then in that case, it's definitely not mid.
I remember getting cartwheeled one time. It was bad. Imagine a guy running down in knee braces in college and then just getting cartwheeled. It's a good way to walk off, say hi to your family after.
I mean, I couldn't think of a better way. As a little pooch kick. And Valetti's chasing it down. And he'll get it at the 5. He'll come up the middle, now to the outside. And he's got some room. He's at the 30, to the 35, and he's dragged out of bounds at the 40. They'll probably mark him at the 39, but either way.
Absolute stud. His vision is so good, and he's so patient, and you don't think he's going to burst, and then he just kind of, he's got these quick bursts, and he's quick, and he's fast, and he gets upfield so well. And then all of a sudden we got a little penalty flag here.
Oh, there was no love and positivity on that flag.
Yeah.
Credit Brian Brown on that. I don't know if he has it trademarked, but he probably should.
He should.
I'll buy him dinner one night.
Do you think it was PG rated, what was said?
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe 13.
Yeah.
That's
I think
number
he
3.
just told him how much he appreciated them giving some room to run or something like that.
Or maybe just, hey, thanks for coming all the way down from North Logan.
Yeah, I wouldn't appreciate that too if I was Green Canyon.
Yeah. Man, this wind is swirling. 1:15 to go here. And Halverson's back in, Bo Halverson. Give it to Trayton Harris. And he'll get
one
few
more
yards.
play, it looks like. Or will we get 2?
We'll probably get 2. As now the score is 27-9, 55 seconds and counting on the game clock as Halverson comes back out with the play call.
You know, Trevor, as you look at this game tonight, right, Green Canyon was there for the first 3.5 quarters. It was right there.
Yeah.
Offenses can take a little bit longer to kind of get settled and get going on a season. But the beautiful thing for them is you can see the flashes. You see the big play potential. They've got great receivers. And I think, you know, as they continue and they get into region play, they're going to be a really dangerous team that schools in 4A are not going to want to see.
Yeah, I mean, just coming into this game, the Deseret News put out a coaches poll, you know, prior to the season, and they were picked to finish 5th in Region 11. I think that compared to this region, I think that they're better than 5th place.
I would agree. I think that team has everything in front of them going into region here in 2 weeks. They have one more big test going up against Pleasant Grove. Coach Tauili, I do think an Airbnb investment may be worth it.
Yeah.
If you keep doing this, but I'm excited to see how their season turns out. And then Springville is just, they're huge. They are really, really inevitable. Like, they will get you.
Braden, I'm going to put you on the spot. Give me your player of the game.
Player of the game is going to go to, I think the change of the game was the pick, our tip 6.
Tip 6, okay.
Yep, tip 6 was the game-changing play, and I think the game was put out of reach by Valetti again.
All right, so any final thoughts before we sign off tonight?
I think, we said this already once, but Springville is going to contend this year, and I think it's because of that offensive line and that defense, right? They are stout. I do think they need to become a little bit more multiple on offense to be able to make a long run, but they have the base and the foundation of what a great championship team is. It's defense and running the ball.
So Green Canyon will drop to 0-2. They will play Pleasant Grove next week in PG next Friday night. For Springville, they will move to 2-0, and they will just head up I-15 just a little bit to play Provo next Friday night. For Josh Dodge on camera, for Braden Peterson, I'm Trevor Allen. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week here on the Rewind Sports Network. Good night.